Hello everyone, I Dr. Nikita welcome you in my pharma lecture series. Kindly like, share, subscribe my channel and drop your comment for your any doubt and keep watching my videos till end so that you will understand the topic in better way. So let's complete our topic colloid and today we are going to see various techniques which are used to separate the colloidal particle from the solution. Okay, so let's see colloidal particle how we can separate. So there are techniques like dialysis, then electrodialysis and the filtration techniques which can use. So as you know that colloidal have some size range which is 1 nanometer 2.5 micron, and if you can separate out on basis of this particle size, you can separate your colloidal particle from the solution. So first technique is dialysis, and in this dialysis you are using the semi-permeable membrane. So this semi-permeable membrane are permitting the molecules which are of particular size. Okay, so by using the permeable membrane you can separate the colloidal particle from the solution. So how this permeation is happening, we will see. Suppose this is a beaker which you have taken, and in this beaker you have filled the water you have filled. Okay, and you have taken a bag or a sack which is of semi-permeable membrane. The cellophane films comes with in which you can fill the liquid and tie two ends, and this bag you can dip into this beaker. So such kind of bag you have taken, and these are the sealed end of this bag in which you have taken your liquid which is containing the colloidal particle. Okay, so this semi-permeable bag you have taken in which you have filled your colloidal solution and which is dipped inside the beaker which is containing water. So this is beaker containing water, this is your bag containing colloidal liquid, and this is your colloidal liquid. Okay, so we have seen the diffusion process, that from the semi-permeable membrane only the solute molecule are crossing, and they're crossing the membrane and they are going to the opposite side of the membrane because of the concentration gradient difference in the concentration, the temperature of the system, kinetic energy of the molecule. Based upon that you have this molecule crossing the barrier. So basically dialysis is a process of the electrophoresis where your particle are moving the membrane and going to the another region from high concentration region to low concentration region. So these particles which are there, which are of colloidal size range, they cross this semi-permeable membrane and they enter into the liquid. Okay, and this process continues till the equilibrium is achieved into the beaker. So you can see that this is your beaker and this is your bag which is having these colloidal particles, after some time you can see the some particles are entering outside of the bag. So these are the sealed end of the bag. So after some time you can see some particles are crossing the membrane and coming outside of the membrane. So till the concentration gradient is maintained, this process continues. Once the equilibrium is reached, the concentration of solute in this bag and outside of this bag in the beaker, if it remains same, then the process is getting stopped because the equilibrium is reached. So process of crossing this molecule, colloidal size molecule, through the semi-permeable membrane is called as the dialysis. Okay, now one thing we can do, that is to not to maintain the concentration built up, or not to maintain the to maintain the gradient, we can change this outside liquid. Okay, so we whatever water you have taken in the beaker, if you replace with the fresh water, then again the process continues till all the colloidal particles moving to the other side of the bag. So by replacing the water, the whatever again the concentration gradient is getting built up. Outside concentration is less than the bag concentration, and particle again starts moving to the outer side of the semi-permeable membrane. So this process is the dialysis, which is using semi-permeable membrane, and molecules are getting diffused out of the bag. Now, second process is the electrodialysis. This is the same process, but it is under the influence of an electrical field. Okay. So, how electrodialysis is taking place, that we will see. Now, in this case of the electrodialysis, you have two electrodes, cathode and anode, and you are placing the anode, and the particles are separated from the feed water. Okay, so we can see these are the semi-permeable membrane which are taken. Suppose this is the membrane. This is cathode specific membrane. This is anode specific membrane. And this is your cathode. And if this is the anode. So cathode specific membrane is specific for the positively charged ion cations, and anode specific membrane is specific for the negatively charged anion. So you have cathode and you have anode. Okay. Now when you feed the water, you're feeding the water. When you feed the water under the influence of this electrical field, some particles of your water get ionized and they carries the charge. Or suppose charge particles are there inside the in the solution, they get attracted toward this cathode specific or anode specific membrane. So if you have feed the water to it, or the solution which is containing the colloidal particle carrying charges, or get ionized under influence of the electric field and acquire charges. So all these negatively charged ions get attract toward the cathode specific membrane, and all positive charge ions, that is your cations, get attracted toward the anode specific membrane, and from these membranes they attract toward your anode, your cathode, which is your positively charged electrode, and these uh, positively charged cations attract toward the anode, which is negatively charged. So positive charge ions move toward the anode, and negatively charged ions move toward the cathode. So based upon this charge, they get separate towards the cathode and anode, and whatever solution you will get at this compartment, it will be concentrated solution of the positively charged ion, and whatever solution you will get in this compartment, that will be concentrated solution of the negatively charged ion, and at the central part or at the central compartment you will get water which is having less ionic content. So based upon this, we are separating the ion or the colloidal matter from the feed water or the from given solution under the influence of the electrical field. So under the influence of electrical field, this electrophoresis process become faster. Okay, under the under only the dialysis, the process is controlled by the diffusion process, that is the concentration gradient, area across which is travel, then viscosity of the solution, temperature of the solution. These are the factors. But under the influence of electrical field, this process become much faster as compared to the normal dialysis. So this is the electrodialysis process, where you have the specific semi-permeable membrane for cations or anions, and these cations or anions are attracted toward the cathode or anode, and there they get separated, and you will have is the ultrafiltration method. Now in this case of this ultrafiltration method, you know that from filtration you can separate out the suspended particles from the solution, but colloidal particles are of very small size, and their particles are so small they can pass through the simple filter paper. But filtration uses the Buckner funnel, where you have the sintered glass filter, and you have to create the pressure difference. Okay, so you have to apply the vacuum, and under the vacuum the solution is sucked and the filtration is taking place. So you must have seen in the lab these funnels are there, and that funnel you have this sintered glass filter. Now these sintered glass filter are very fine size, and due because of that fine size the particles are getting filtered out. Okay, and you have this outlet for connection to the suction. This electrodialysis and ultrafiltration, these are the techniques which you can use for separation. Kindly like, share and subscribe my channel, and drop your post for any of your required topic.